Hello, my name is Rachel Ollagnon. I was the director of Cry It Out at Main Street Theater, which we had planned to be opening in March, but unfortunately, due to the circumstances, we had to give it a rest and hoped again to be able to continue on this summer. But unfortunately, we've come to the decision that we won't be able to. And before we strike the set, we thought we'd give you a little bit of a tour so you could see what Cry It Out looked like.
My name is Adam Thornton. I am the Assistant Technical Director at Main Street Theater, and I am also the Scenic and Lighting Designer for Cry It Out.
Cry It Out takes place in the backyard of a suburban Long Island home. In the backyards where two new mothers, Jessie and Lena, meet while their newborns are napping, monitors in hand, to share a few stolen moments of companionship, of friendship. They talk about their husbands, their babies, in-laws, work, and their lives together. When you first read Cry It Out, what most struck you about the script? What were you most drawn to?
When I first read the script for Cry It Out, I enjoyed how it was an honest exploration of motherhood. It didn't try to sugarcoat things. It really gave you the good and the bad, kind of the hardships that you go through as a new mom. And kind of what drew me to it is when we started this process, me and my wife found out that we were having our first kid. So it was a nice connection for us that we're about to go down the same journey ourselves.
What did you see as the major difficulties in the Main Street setting?
I'm in a unique position as a technical director and a designer for Main Street Theater. After so many seasons and so many shows here, I know the workarounds for the vast majority of the difficulties we have here. So knowing the limitations we have, the only real difficulty as a designer that I have is making sure we can create an atmosphere the audience loses themselves in with the limitations we have in an arena space that we do.
How did you make the collage panels?
To make the collage panels, I spent a couple days on the internet scouring for as many photos of mothers I could find with their kids that would span almost history and culture. So when anybody looked up at these, they could see something that they could associate with. They could see themselves in the panel. And it wouldn't be limited to just a group, but everybody could be up there. So much so that I snuck both of my sisters in there. I snuck my little sister and her kids, and I snuck my older sister and her daughter right up in there. You might ask, Adam, where's your mom? As a good son, I love my mother, and I know my mother would not be comfortable with hundreds of people looking at her picture every night. So out of love and respect for my mom, I did not put her up there because I love her and she's my mama.
I'm guessing it's not that easy to make the dirt part of the set. How did you make that work?
Dirt is never easy in this space, and we try to avoid it as much as we can because it gets everywhere and it's a mess. But when you do need to have dirt in the show, in our intimate space, it has to be dirt. Because to me, painted dirt never looks like it should. So to try to keep it in place, I did a thin layer and then soaked it with glue to try to hold it in place. But as they say, no plan survives first contact, and I just have to apologize to the stage crew whenever we do dirt, because it's always cleaning time for them.
Is there anything else you'd like to share about the process? Thanks, Adam. I really hope we get to do this for real sometime, hopefully very soon.